So in this video we will be discussing about Profinet mapping of SPRS series. So the complete mapping available in the communication manual I'll be explaining through this video. So the things we'll need to refer will be SPRS communication manual that we can get it through Autonics website, and the communication manual is available to be downloaded here. If you open up the communication manual, there are different communication topics available here where we can go to Profinet protocol, and ahead of that we have chapter 8, which is dedicated for Profinet mapping table. So the Profinet map has been divided into different groups. These are the maps starting with the inputs, Profinet packets with input types. First group is common, in which there are some system bits which are common for all the power modules, which is run and stop and auto manual, and 4 digital inputs, its status. Then we have read Modbus error flags. So the Modbus flags and the communication, why it's included in Profinet, there is a separate video on it. You can go and check out the video. So these are the read Modbus error flags and read data from Modbus register. So these are the common datas. So how this data is mapped, if we look, so the data mapping is based in such a way where we have the first byte having run, stop, auto manual and 4 digital inputs, and there are 2 bits which are not used. Ahead of those there are 2 bytes which are not used, then a complete byte. Only the last 2 bits, read and write, are available here, and a complete byte ahead, complete 2 bytes ahead, which forms a word that will be used for reading Modbus data. Okay, so this completes the common input data mapping. Okay, so say I have done an hardware configuration in this manner, and once the start addresses are automatically taken inside, you will get the mapping addresses in such a way. So in that case, the first input telegram, which is having over here 6 bytes, this 6 bytes can be represented in this manner. Okay, and this is nothing but our SPRS communication manual, which describes how the common input data is mapped. Going forward, we have channel wise data. So channel wise data is then available in form of alarms, and then different values or different data inside SPRS. So the initial bits are for alarms. Then we have input control value, output control value, load input voltage, load output voltage, up to your accumulated power. Okay, note here, it's the name of this packet is written as integrated voltage for channel 1, but it's a mistake, it's an accumulated power for channel 1. Okay, and it is an double int register, so 4 bytes will be required for this. Okay, so to understand the mapping properly, in when you integrate this Profinet device into a Profinet device, we have also mapped it for you here. So let's say for TI portal, when we add it, it will be available in the respective channel, may it be channel 1, 2, 3, 4. So these channels will be having say from 7 to 46 bytes. That is all total. There are 39 bytes here. So the first byte, which is 7th byte, 8th byte are for alarms, and these alarms you can check bit wise. They have been mentioned in the SPRS communication manual, how this alarms bits are mapped with which type of alarm. Okay, then the next bytes are consequently used like a word, okay, which are like input control value, output manipulated value, input voltage, output voltage, and all. They can be mapped in such a way, okay. So if you look, the bytes over here end at IB34, but our actual packets in the hardware configuration are till 46. That means there are few bytes ahead of those. So from 35 to 46, these bytes are not used. They are reserved for future use. Okay, so this completes the mapping of the channels. Channel has alarms as well as the particular monitoring values of thyristor. Okay, this similarly will continue for channel 2, for channel 3, and for channel 4 also. Okay, it is similar. Okay, and once these channel monitoring datas are over, then we have RTC monitoring. So SPRS has an internal RTC real-time clock which can provide you the data in real time, like year, month, date, hour, minutes. And this RTC timestamp is actually used to link the alarms and store into logs. So whatever alarms those are occurring, they will be linked with the timestamp, and then they will be stored in the logs inside. So the RTC time, we can check it on Profinet through this mapping table, and it is in the last packet as shown here. Okay, and then we have common output data, in which the first packet 1 to 8. Okay, so it is somewhat tricky over here because it's not clearly mentioned in the manual also. Okay, that the first byte is not used actually. So here byte number 1 is not used, and that confuses. If you directly map it without considering byte 1 should not be used, then it will create a wrong mapping and you will not be able to read the data properly. So the first byte is not used. Okay, or how you can map this is, you can map it from the last byte, that is byte 8 and 7, that is for write data. 6 5 is for write address, 4 3 is for read address, and then the second byte last 2 bits are for read request and write request. Okay, thus QB1, that is the first byte, is not used. Okay, then control outputs, if you want to use it, control outputs are again similar for each of the channels. Every channel is given 2 bytes in which you can send an integer value that will be act like an control signal for the respective channel power controller. Okay, only thing is, when sending data to this bytes, we require to swap the bytes. Already it has been explained into a video. You can go and check out how the control command has to be provided through Profinet. Okay, yes, so these are the mapping tables. I will be giving a download link of this document in the description of this video, as well as we have also prepared for TI portal users the custom data types here for you. So data type has already been prepared. It's in a library format. So let's say if you are in open the TI portal, you can import the library. Here I have already extracted this library data, SPRS data type, and you can import it into your project. Okay, so once you import it in your project, In the master copies you will get PLC data types as well as the SPRS tags also, and you can easily make use of this. Okay, so this download link also I'll put it into the description of this video. Okay, thank you.